Okay, in our previous lesson, we talked about graphing piecewise functions and evaluating piecewise functions, and we left off at this problem right here. So we're going to continue and get some practice with graphing piecewise functions. So I'd like to tackle this problem. I'm going to zoom in here. And this is g of x function, which says negative 3x minus 7 if x is less than negative 1, and negative 5 if x is greater than negative 1. All right, so I'm going to start with that top. I know that is y equals negative 3x minus 7. And so that means my y-intercept is negative 7. So I'm going to find my y-axis. I'm going to put a dot at negative 7. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, and my slope is negative 3, which is negative 3 over 1. But if I use that, rise over run, I'll go down off the graph. So I'm going to put the negative actually on the bottom. So now that means I can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 1. And I'm going to do that multiple times. Okay. Now, so I can draw my line here. All right, now it says that I want to keep that if x is less than negative 1. So once again, negative 1 is right here. So I want to keep everything that's less than that, so to the left of that. So I want to keep all that. But everything to the right, I want to erase. So I'm going to erase this side here. And erase this too, I guess, for now. All right, now less than, so I want an open circle here. So let's go back to my purplish color here, and I want an open dot there at negative 1. Okay, so now I want to look at the second part of this function, the second piece. So that says this, negative 5. So g of x is equal to negative 5 if x is greater than or equal to negative 1. So again, that just means y equals negative 5. Now, if you remember, this is just a horizontal line at negative 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a horizontal line that goes across right here at negative 5. I'll maybe try that again. That didn't. Okay, a little bit better. Now, this graph, it says I want to keep when x is greater than or equal to negative 1. So again, it crosses negative 1 is right here. So I want to keep everything to the right of that and get rid of everything to the left. So let's do that. Okay, now it's greater than or equal to, so I'm going to have a closed dot there. And then I've got my function in two pieces there. Okay. Hopefully that makes some sense. Let's take a look at another one here. All right. I would like you to try this one if you can and see how you do. All right, so the top part is negative 5 halves x minus 1 if x is less than 2. And the bottom one would be x plus 2 if x is greater than 2. So let's start with this top one. My y-intercept is -1. And I'm going to go down 5 and over 2. And I'm also going to go up 5 and to the left 2 to get another dot. And that will be all I'll be able to really do. Okay. I've got that. Now it says we're going to keep this when x is less than 2. So here's where x is 2, right? So I want to keep everything to the left of that line. And I'm going to get rid of everything to the right. So get rid of this. It's less than, so I need to make that an open circle. Okay, so that's that part. Now, I've got my other part is x plus 2. So y-intercept of 2. And my slope here, that's a 1 in front of the x, so it's really 1 over 1. So up 1 over 1. So something like that. And then you can go the other way. I like to do that at least a couple the other way. And then all right, now this one we want to keep everything that's x greater than 2. So we're keeping that. So again, here's where x is equal to 2. So we want to keep everything greater than that and get rid of everything to the left. So I'm going to erase this. And it says it's greater than, so we're going to use an open circle here too. And there we have it. All right. All right, so I want to do one more. And this one has 3 pieces in it. So we're going to spend some time doing this. Okay. Let's take a look at that first one. H of x is equal to -3x. So my y-intercept then is 0, since there's nothing written there. So I'm going to put a dot there at 0. And then -3 is my slope, so that means down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. And again, I'm going to go maybe up the other way. Okay. Now, this we're going to keep when x is less than 0. So here's where x is less than 0. So I'm keeping this part. And then I'm going to get rid of everything to the right of that. So I can erase these. I need to make this an open dot too, so. Okay. All right, the second part of this function is y equals -1/2 x minus 1. All right, so my y-intercept is -1. My slope is -1/2, so down 1 over 2. I'll go the other way as well. And we're keeping everything from 0 to 6. Okay, so 0 is basically the y-axis, so I'm going to erase everything to the left of that up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's where x is 6. So I need to erase everything after that. Okay, and I want an open circle here since it says less than 6, and a closed circle on the other end. 0 is less than or equal to, so closed. X less than 6, so open circle here. Okay, so that's the second piece, kind of weird. All right, now we have the last piece. And so this would be y equals x minus 7. All right, so that means my y-intercept is negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then my slope is 1, so that means up 1 over 1. Okay, I'm going to do that a number of times. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to keep everything that says when x is greater than 6. So where the heck is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is this line right here. So I want to keep where that line intersects the purple graph. I want to keep everything to the right of that, greater than 6. So I'm going to erase everything to the left. And then it says greater than, so I want to put an open dot there too. So that indicates that's not the best dot, but I didn't really improve it that much, I guess, but okay. So there is my piecewise graph with those 3 parts. Hopefully that's starting to make some sense to you now. This is a little bit tricky. But now I'd like you to go ahead and work on your piecewise functions assignment and let me know if you have any questions.